Hey everyone, welcome to this video where we are going to break down the fundamental differences between solids, liquids, gases and fluids. Understanding these differences is crucial in fluid mechanics, so let's get started. Every substance we encounter exists in one of four main states of matter: solid, liquid, gas or plasma. For now we will focus on the first three since they are the most relevant to hydromechanics. There are two ways to define these states: microscopically, based on molecules and their interactions, and macroscopically, based on observable properties. Since fluid mechanics deals with large-scale behavior, we will use the macroscopic approach. A solid is a substance that resists shear stress. In simple terms, this means that if you push on one side of a solid, in this example cube made out of metal, it doesn't just keep moving or flowing, it's gonna hold its shape. Of course, solids can deform under force, but after the force is applied for some period of time, they reach an equilibrium state, meaning the particles inside don't move relative to each other in the long run. Think of something like a metal rod. If you apply force, it might bend slightly, but it won't start flowing like a water. Now, a liquid behaves very differently. Unlike solids, liquids flow when subjected to shear stress. This means their shape is not fixed, they take the shape of the container, but maintain a fixed volume. One key property of liquids is that they form a well-defined surface due to the effect of gravity. This is why water stays level in a glass and doesn't just float around. Another important aspect is that liquids are usually hard to compress. If you try squeezing water in a sealed bottle, you won't notice a much change in volume. Gases, like liquids, also flow under shear stress, meaning they can move and deform continuously. However, unlike liquids, gases do not have a fixed volume. Instead, they expand to completely fill the space they are in. This means gases do not have a well-defined surface like liquids. For example, if you release air from a balloon, it spreads out and fills the room, rather than staying in one place. Another key difference is that the gases are highly compressible. If you apply pressure, the volume can decrease significantly. This is why air inside the scuba tank can be squeezed into a much smaller space under high pressure. Now that we understand solids, liquids, and gases, what exactly is a fluid? In fluid mechanics, both liquids and gases are considered fluids because they can flow when subjected to shear stress. The main difference is that liquids have a fixed volume and form a surface, while gases do not. So when we talk about fluids in physics and engineering, we are usually referring to both liquids and gases together. To summarize, solids resist shear stress and keep their shape. Liquids flow, they have a fixed volume and can form a surface. Gases flow, expand to fill any volume, and they are compressible. And fluids include both liquids and gases since they flow under shear stress. That's it for this topic. If you find this explanation helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more fluid mechanics videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.